All right, welcome to Bourbon, Beer, and Books. This is season 2 of Bourbon, Beer, and Books, a podcast where we drink some of our favorite local beverages. We talk about books. We've got multiple hosts, which is a good time. And so I'm Brandon. I work for the Banyan Collective. Is it work for? I don't know. It's my business, so it is what it is. But we produce podcasts and multiples of podcasts. But surrounding the arts and adventure. So like Van Sessions is a music podcast, arts and adventure podcast that's local here in town. And this Bourbon, Beer, and Books with friends. And we love this because we have people from all over, which is amazing. So, but in studio with us, we do have Dory and Guerrera.
Dory!
Guerrera. With us, who is just... our fun machine, and so which is good.
I've been called that multiple times in my life.
Yes, the fun machine.
It's official. I'm a fun machine.
That sounds sketchy to me.
It is.
We have Case Johnston, who is man. I don't even know how to introduce you because I don't want to offend your position right now, Case. So introduce yourself.
Case Johnston, friend of all.
Friend of all.
Friend of all, author, and is in town, but not in the trailer with us today. And then Sean's in a cabin in the woods out of town somewhere. Where are you?
I'm in Zigzag, Oregon.
It's seriously Zigzag? It's called Zigzag?
It's a real thing. Yeah, it's Zigzag. It's right next to rhododendron.
It's
on the top of Mount Hood.
The pines, those giant trees, maybe they're pines, behind you look gorgeous and matches the interior decor or building structure of where you are.
Yeah, I'm in a real log cabin, man.
Real log cabin, not messing around.
I can't believe I have Wi-Fi up here. So if I go out, it means like some kind of squirrel like chewed on the line.
Or Sasquatch.
No, seriously.
Sasquatch.
I was doing a Zoom thing one time when I was living way in rural Mackenzie Bridge, and they were doing some helicopter logging, and they dropped a log by accident, and it took out the internet.
Wait, was it during a Bourbon, Beer, and Books podcast?
I think it was.
We lost you during the podcast. That may have been it.
Yeah. And then we were like, come on, really? That's really what happened?
That's really what happened.
His Wi-Fi went out.
Well, that's pretty great. And then I think that's it as far as the introductions are concerned, Sean. But we did have the book picker couldn't make it on the show. So, right. Sean, you might have to give us the update on why we're going, or y'all went with, I'm just producing behind the scenes, so I'll sort of fade into the background here. All Systems Red.
Yep. So we picked All Systems Red by Martha Wells. It's a 2017 science fiction novella, so a little shorter than a novel. We can have Case talk about like what a novella, novelette, and novel is, because he's the book guy of Utah, so he's gonna know. But this was the first of the Murderbot Diaries series, and it was published by Tor.com. So the series itself is about a cyborg designed to protect humans on a research mission. The cyborg narrates its story throughout these different books. Because it's able to hack its programming in a way so it doesn't have to listen to like the corporations and such. But so this first book, I haven't read the others, but the first book to me was about this. I don't know, it had a flavor of kind of like irony to it, a little bit of subtle cynicism, but also hope for what it means to be human. But it's told through the eyes of Murderbot or Sec Unit. They don't really give him a name throughout the whole thing. Nobody knows that he has hacked his governor unit, so he doesn't have to listen to the commands, but he does anyway because it gives him purpose, but he's half-assing it. This guy, it's funny because he really loves soap operas, so usually when he's supposed to be, being on security and everything, he's watching soap operas, but nobody else can tell. And throughout the course of this, they're on this planet out in the solar system somewhere. They don't really give the planet a name. And they're supposed to be surveying it. And then people start dying. What is that about? Oh, my gosh, they're dying. And things are malfunctioning. And he's kind of the only one that has a plan to really help these. He's with about, I don't know, what do you guys think? Like 8, 9 other scientists. And he has to save them. And it has a very subtle humor to it, but at points it's kind of funny. So it's a great. All in all, I think it's an amazing idea. I can't wait to see the television show that Apple TV is doing for it. It should be coming out. It's one of the Skarsgård brothers, which I love all of them. Right,
It's my favorite
the whole family are
Skarsgård
great.
brother.
So I can't wait to see it. But I want to know what you guys thought
They all
about it
have
before I
abs.
can tell you what I think about it.
Sean, how old's this book? When was it written?
2017.
Oh.
So nobody can do the math, but sometime
Yeah.
a couple years ago.
Yeah, no, the COVID years add a few. They don't count.
And mess with
Decades
Paul.
in
It's weird.
answers.
Yeah.
Decades.
I don't know. What life before that is just strange. Yeah, novella would be 30,000 words or less, 30 to 33,000 words or less. But yeah,
What's a novelette then?
even it's 13 to 20,000 words or something like that.
And then a novel would be like 33 to
Yeah,
George Martin.
they say like a novel is typically 55 and above, so I guess a novella would be in that middle part actually, right? Between 30 and 50. Yeah, you're right there. Yeah, between 30 and 50. And then novella would be.
That's fun.
Do you like my background?
Who chooses
I love it.
what it's
Pretty
going to be,
well.
the publisher or the writer? They're like, I want a full novel. I want a novella. Who chooses? Who picks? Just the writer? When they... Am I
I don't
making
know.
sense?
Yeah, I mean,
Is my-
novellas are
my
actually
mic on?
novellas are making a comeback. You know, they really are, especially in this digestible kind of way where it's a
Yeah.
series like this. So you can sell a novella these days. People are selling novellas, which is
Well, I know Tor Publishing has a specific novella. They look for novellas and they put them out there.
Mhm.
But I think it's great. I really believe this book is an inspiration because if you want to sit down and just write a short story and you really like that short story and you add a little bit more to it, boom, you got a novella and you can get published. Also, I think it's great because all of us with kind of mediocre writing style, as long as we have a good idea, we can get it published and sometimes maybe even get a TV show out of it.
Yeah. A lot of us we can only handle a novella now. My brain. Sometimes I just don't have the attention span for a full novel. It takes forever. But a novella, I could kick it out in a day.
Yep.
Yeah.
I like it, especially, I mean, it's easy. And I mean, if you think that it's so like to sell, they put it out there, they sell it. The next day, the person finishes it, they buy the next one for full price. So it's like, it's beautiful.
I did see a lot of complaints about that online.
Oh yeah. I'm guessing.
Well, as far as online goes, like looking at the reviews, I mean, NPR loved this thing, Entertainment Magazine loved this thing. I mean, like everybody thought it was a good book. They comment on Wells's universe building, and I thought that was good. I mean, she just kind of throws out terms and expects the reader to understand it in a way where we can, though. And I think she did a great job with that. You're like, oh yeah, I'm part of this because I can understand what they're talking about.
Case, I didn't read it, so I don't know what it's about. But how hard is it to universe build in a novella? I think it'd be harder because there's less space. I don't know.
No, I think Sean nailed it. They the author like put it in like as if you were just living in this world. It was really kind of like they just jumped in and said we expect you to feel like you're here, and you did. I mean, it was really
Of course you know this. This is what a SecBot does. This is what the hub net is. This
That's
is what
cool.
this is.
Yeah.
I think people watch so much sci-fi that they know.
Yeah.
And it's in their head.
Well,
They
it's
already
true.
know what it's about. They know the world, what it looks like, what it feels like. So it's easy to jump in.
Yeah.
I do have some definite opinions, but I think before we get to that, shouldn't we talk about what we're drinking?
Yeah.
along
Yes.
Of course.
Do it.
The most important part.
I'm always so because you guys sometimes you really pick it out. You're like, I'm gonna do this one, and I'm really curious what you guys.
I
got.
appreciate you including me in that compliment because
I wasn't excluding you, but I just wasn't.
I know that's what friends are for.
I know you want to do it, Case. You're just busy.
Okay, so should we start with Case? Because now I'm interested.
Case, what are you
Yeah,
drinking?
please.
I did. I went to the store and I got. I got
Oh,
Wait,
yeah, put it in front
What
of your
is it? Yeah.
Filter off. I don't know why I did that.
put it in front of your chest
Because it
Maybe
looks
that'll work.
cool.
Whoa.
Brainless.
Oh, that's a great beer.
Oh yeah.
No, I think that's the best one you've done so
It's
far.
perfect.
I know.
It's perfect.
Honestly, Murderbot does have a brain.
I know he does have a brain.
Organic brain, though.
Organic brain. Yeah. But it was close. It was like
Yeah,
part
but
of-
does he have a spirit? Does he
Yeah.
have a soul?
right? It was kind of the mystique of he's part human, part bot, or he's got like flesh and stuff. You know what I mean? Organic.
Yeah. So
Right.
yeah. So if anybody's looking to read this or kind of like interested in it, he is actually a sec bot, not a murder bot. He calls himself Murderbot, and a sec bot or a sec unit, and a sec unit security unit, and he's made up of cloned human organic parts, and then the rest is like cyborg stuff. So I think that's a good. And I think there's a underlying question throughout the novella. It's like, is he really a human or is he not? So I
Right.
think your choice.
Hey, I was very proud. I don't know about the beer though. Honestly, it's a bit too fruity for me, Brandon.
Tell me who's the brainless people again? Epic or is it Epic? Yeah. Epic. They
And
make really good.
Big Utah brewery.
Yeah.
Yeah.
and that is there's a few different kinds of the brainless. And it is that shit'll knock you on your ass. I mean, that is
I got to work after this.
that's a
man.
big beer. Oh, you got
You better watch it, Case.
yeah, sip it slowly.
It's 8.4. Shit, I'm in trouble.
Yeah, no, it's up there. So I like those brainless because by the time you're done drinking them, that defines
You're brainless,
Your
yeah.
brain, yeah.
I really only have to like log people in. And
Okay.
stuff.
Okay.
Okay.
So instead of like bourbon and beer, you just met it halfway. I'm like just get really, really strong beer.
It's a little spicy. I don't like spicy beers.
Mm,
Wait, what's the flavor on it?
It's
sweet and spicy.
Belgian style golden, so it's a little
Oh,
like it's got
okay.
that effervescence.
Mhm.
I don't love effervescence in my beer.
I'm sorry.
All right, Sean, what are you drinking?
Okay, so I'm drinking Vortex IPA, which is from Fort George Brewery, which is in Astoria, Oregon, where I actually live.
Shout out Astoria.
it's-
Whoop, whoop.
Yeah, it's an amazing town. If you guys ever come visit, look me
It
up.
totally
You know,
looks fake. I drove into Astoria and I'm like, this is not a real place.
Yeah, because it's in every awesome movie of
Yeah,
your
yeah, this
childhood.
looks like it's from a
Goonies,
movie.
Shark
It
Circus,
is.
Kindergarten.
Yeah.
And dude, this doesn't have anything to do with the book, but we're doing the 40th anniversary for Goonies this year, and they are planning so much crazy
Nice.
stuff down there. It's insane. So I'm
Yeah.
gonna dress up like Sloth and run around, baby. reading it.
Can I come down and do the truffle shuffle?
Yeah,
I'm doing it. I'm committing. I'm committing
So
to the
the
truffle
Vortex
shuffle.
IPA is 7.2%, and it's a good West Coast IPA. I'm not really a big fan of the hazies anymore.
Yeah.
And then just in case I finish this one, I went with the Nova Centauri, which this is Hop Valley, which is out of Eugene, Oregon, probably a couple hundred miles south of Astoria. And it is an easy IPA. But an easy IPA, which is like a day drinking beer. Only 4.2%.
Oh,
Yeah.
that is an easy IPA.
How'd
And
they
then
get
for
a,
the bourbon. So I think I messed up the bourbon, but it's going to be a good bourbon. So I got
Oh, fancy.
Oh, look at that.
the
Yeah.
pot still Willits Reserve. It's aged 10 years.
It's such a phallic bottle.
I know.
So I bought it because I thought it was the most futuristic looking bottle.
What it'll look like in the future, Dory.
Can't
Yeah,
wait.
it-
Can't
I
wait.
can't wait either.
It's going to look like an alien robot butt plug.
Yep.
But so it's from Kentucky. But the
I'm excited.
But the futuristic bottle is actually based off of the whole pot still, which is, was made in 1800s.
Mm.
So, hey, it's new again. So I'm gonna sip
Bringing
on
it
that.
back.
It's got a nice citrus.
Did you try? Is this the first taste?
Yes, I'm tasting it right now.
Ooh.
Okay.
What's on the
You
nose? What do we got on the
Taste
nose?
once on your nose, once on your tongue, and then in your throat. Right?
That's what she said.
Shit.
Now I don't want to do this. Okay, citrusy, a little bit of sting to it. Okay, at first a little bit of a caramel taste, and then it's a little
it's
bit of,
hitting.
Oh,
It's hitting. Woo.
yeah. It's
Punched you in the
that's a
back of the
good
uvula, huh?
Kentucky bourbon, 62% corn, so that's why you know it's a bourbon as opposed to the wheat, and it's good. It is distilled in Kentucky, although they're not really sure where. And I'm not a big
They
fan
can't
of Kentucky
say.
other than the bourbon.
because it's illegal.
Yeah, it's illegal. It's
Papa's hiding in the hills of Kentucky.
yeah. Oh,
Woo-hoo!
Oh,
okay.
damn.
Related to the book, as far as the taste, just the taste only.
Related to the book, it tastes like something that would power the murder bot.
You
If I was a murder
you think
bot,
that's why he
I
murdered?
would run off of
Fuel.
Willits Reserve.
He had
Fuel,
way too much of that, and he murdered.
But that goes back. That
Yeah.
that goes to Futurama, right? With Bender.
Yes.
All right, Dory.
Well, I went to our friends at Salt and Hops, and I picked up from Prodigy Brewing from Logan, Utah, the Cashed Out. It's a German-style Hefeweizen Ale. And I chose the Cashed Out because Murderbot is just cashed out of that murdering lifestyle.
Cash me outside.
Yeah, cash me outside. All he wants to do is watch robot telenovelas. That's what he wants to do. So that's why I got this. It's
I was
pretty good.
hoping you were going to say reality shows, like instead of soap operas. That's why I asked when it came out.
It's soap opera,
Yeah,
but it's not reality. It's soap opera.
soap opera.
So it's like a telenovela because
Yeah,
he
it's
downloads
always-
500 episodes. My parents watch telenovelas.
Yeah.
There's like 500
never end.
episodes every season. Every time I go over, it's the same story.
It's okay.
So he's
No, and
watching
there's
a
funny
telenovela.
argument in the book where they're like, "There's no way he's watching all of these soap operas. He's like doing some kind of a code inside."
Right,
of
he's downloading the background.
And then he's like, "Well, isn't that the one where they impregnate the embryos into the alien cyborg, and then they kill this one guy?" And then he's like, "She didn't kill him. It's a damn lie." So then that's how they knew that he was actually watching them.
That's a very telenovela storyline, by the way. So I'm just saying,
Take your word for it.
he's
Okay.
not watching reality. He's watching the
No, I don't know.
telenovela.
So my abuelito used to watch the telenovelas, and when I was a kid, and I never understood why there was always the redheaded kid with the freckles.
Oh, yeah,
the
there's
painted
always-
on freckles.
Yeah.
What is that? Why?
Well,
in
because
every single one.
I don't know. I've got redhead freckle people in my family, and they speak fluent Spanish, and it's just
Just how it goes.
that's just how it goes. My mother was really disappointed that I didn't come out redhead and freckled, so she really wanted that. But
Wait,
I just-
you didn't dye your hair? Like that's
I know, right?
Okay.
It's disappointing. So
Paint
disappointing.
over your freckles.
I painted over my freckles and I dyed my hair dark just to piss her off. Not
All right, that's a good beer choice. What
Yeah.
kind of whiskey are you
This is
drinking?
courtesy of the Banyan Collective.
Whiskey.
It's the Tin Cup Rye, straight rye whiskey, mountain whiskey.
I love that it's called mountain whiskey.
Yeah, and it's from. It says Tin Cup Rye is a salute to Colorado's golden age when rye whiskey won the West. And Tin Cup
Oh,
because
taste
he's
it and tell
probably
us-
made of tin.
Taste it and tell us how it is. Force floor.
Caramely.
This
car-
is straight. I have no
caramel,
ice, so this is
No
straight.
ice.
Ooh, that's strong.
I'm not gonna lie. This is my second sip of it. The first sip, it came out of my nose like a fire-breathing
Oh
dragon.
shit!
I feel like I've acclimated to it, whereas Murderbot has acclimated to his new role. So it was a choice.
Okay, related to the book. To
Because I
taste.
think he's made of a tin cup. I don't know. It's like I said, I've acclimated
Oh,
to the
I get
taste
it.
where
He's
he's
a cyborg,
acclimated to
which
his
is-
new life.
Got you. Okay.
That's all I got. That's all I got.
So, what do you think about the book?
I'm not a sci-fi reader, but I enjoyed it. I had time in my life for a little novella, a little humor, a little sarcasm, a little snarkiness.
Yeah, that's good.
There's always room in my life for that.
Snarkiness.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was an easy read, which I was reading a bunch of other books at the same time, so it was really nice. I've heard a lot of people refer to it as a palate cleanser, and I completely agree.
Ginger.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is like that ginger. It's the ginger. Yeah,
Going
it's
back
the
to the red
ginger.
hair with freckles.
I'm
See?
seeing a theme here. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
We love our gingers here. I enjoyed it. I mean, it wasn't like a deep, read where I'm really thinking hard about it, but it was a fun little ditty.
Is that the case? Is that the point of the novellas to be like a palate cleanser, or what's?
No, I mean traditionally, no. I mean, there's some really heavy novellas that
Heart of Darkness is a novella. 1984.
Oh God, that's definitely not a
Yeah,
palate
you look
cleanser.
at, like Old Man and the Sea, and
yeah.
you're looking at The Pearl. Oh my gosh, these are well, The Pearl is probably a short story, but still, the length doesn't matter. You can.
And if you guys want to see a Bourbon Beer and Books on the Pearl, we did one. I had forgot about it until I was putting them all up. It's like we did one of those.
Yeah, but no, they can be heavy, really heavy for novella. Brandon, what are you drinking though? We skipped you.
Brandon.
Oh no, I because I wasn't. Same thing. 10 cup and a Coke.
Oh.
That's what. Because I have Coke in mine though. That's the only difference. So, but it is 0 sugar, and so what I'm hearing is that the bot doesn't like sugar. I don't know. I mean,
No, but Coca-Cola is pretty basic, and this is a really basic book.
But I did have a question. I've been pondering this a lot lately, and I don't really know why, but maybe this murder bot has the answers, and that is if AI really is AI and robots, because I saw the lineup the other day. There's about 8 or 9 companies that have the full-on robot, like they look human-shaped robots, and they're all competing to be the best robot or whatever, and they're pushing the AI into the robot and all this thing. So if none of us have to work or whatever, like if AI can do all the things, how as humans are we going to provide value in exchange for goods in the future? This is what I think about at home.
This is why you need a palate cleanser.
Critics,
This is why I need a palate cleanser.
AI is in everything, man. I think I've got AI in my. Honestly, I think I have AI in the new stove spot that tells me when.
I know. So if we don't have jobs, and how do we create a system of monetary value in exchange for goods in the future if the robots do it all? I don't know. Does Murderbot have an answer?
Not yet. Not in this book.
Okay.
Universal basic income. But that's a different book, buddy.
Mm-hmm.
That one's out there, I think.
Yeah. Yeah. So I'm not sure. I don't know. I think we have to. We really want to get deep into this. We're going to have to develop a system.
I'm going to need to drink more. That's what this is. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Do we have a drink word, by the way? Is Murderbot the drink word? What's the drink word?
Murderbot.
Murderbot.
It's the word of the day.
Murderbot.
Murderbot. My question is this. Listen, this is my flat out. I got 10 minutes, and I'm gonna be jobless in a month. I don't give a shit. Okay.
He's cashed out.
I mean, he's cashed out.
You're totally cashed out, Case.
Why am I not doing this? Why am I not writing novellas that don't do really anything?
Okay,
wait. Is that your critique?
It didn't take to be so polite, but you're totally right. There's really nothing to this.
It brings simple joy. That's what it brings.
There's no So
there's simple joy.
I want to hear what Case says.
Case.
We only have him for a couple more minutes.
Why am I not? This is gonna
New York Times bestseller.
Yeah, millions. I'm sure they're rich. They're gonna be
television show on Apple TV.
And for what?
Because people have checked out.
What's that?
People have checked out. They're done.
I didn't read it. We're looking for We're looking for that type of entertainment, though. That's
right.
So, Case, your short stories. Which one would you convert into the novella of all your short stories?
I've only written one short story in my life, and I turned it into a novel just because I can't write short.
Yeah.
But why am I not doing this? That's my biggest question. Yeah. I'm gonna have
this is the catalyst to your novella writing life.
The new thing's gonna be Murder Dog, and he's sentient, and he murders other dogs.
Okay, write it.
I would eat that shit up. Let's go.
I would argue that you can write a novella. all you would have to do is cut out every single description about everything.
No character
In
development.
this book, they don't, or novella, they never describe a person or even a place. There's no metaphor in the entire book. There is some similes, but it's only because it's terms that we use every day, like high as a kite, or I don't know, some stuff like that. But it's just like terms that the Murderbot had heard before. There's no poetry in this. It's just all, and even I would say like it's pretty basic, but reading it and then listening to it as well, because I did both. It's all subject, verb, direct object. Subject, verb, direct object. Subject is like, I did this, I did that. They shot at me. I got hurt. That really hurt. This guy over here did this. And it's just every sentence is that. Mm-hmm. And I think Wells is a great idea person, obviously, because people love the idea and they turn it into a TV show. But there's no writing. There's no.
That's what I'm saying. Why am I wasting my time with art? I envy. I'm not bullshitting. I'm not even being an asshole. I'm just saying.
So, Case, this is the same. I wonder if this is the same argument, Case, that you're.
You got Case on the.
I know, but Case knows that what we produce with the Van Sessions, and our podcast. These are they lean towards art. They do very little. They don't do well on YouTube, let's just say. But what does do well on YouTube are these like pointless you know what I mean? Like pointless shit that's easily digestible.
I'm going to the store and I'm buying these groceries and watching.
But yet you put like actual musicians and artists out there shot in a good way, and it's just like it dies on the vine. And so is that similar, that the book, like the novels, like they're just looking for this basic reading thing that I don't know.
I honestly believe that there are and I'm not dogging the book or people who love the book, but I think that's why I liked it, especially because I had a bunch of things I was working on, and it easy to digest. It's quick. It hits points where you're like, yeah, I can relate, and you can check out. As Murderbot, he checks out watching these telenovelas. Bingo. So many people are there right now in life.
Yeah.
No, Jory, I can agree with you to a certain extent, but when I check out, I want to be immersed in something. I want to know how it smells.
Yeah. Some
you
people
teach any writing class, you're always going to talk about descriptions, like how does it smell? What's it taste like? What's it sound like?
Yeah.
There's none of that.
But you're well versed in that, where some people are like, I just don't care anymore.
Yeah. Well, you're right.
You're wanting that because you're very well educated and you do that. And there's so many people who are like, I'm so tired. And they just don't even care.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's how
why people watch soap operas.
That's why I watch the telenovelas.
Yeah.
That's a very cliche. There's a cliche for a reason.
And they can watch it while scrolling through their phone, or whereas like a really great book or something that you really want to put your teeth into, you want to be all in. You want to read that. You want to hear the prose. You want to like read the lines. Oh, and you're like, that's a great sentence. Let me read that over and over again. And that takes brain power. And there's so many people right now who we don't even have that.
Yeah.
They don't have that.
Quit producing art, damn it.
Yeah. Just do both. Have your side where you create your art, and then have your telenovela side.
Yeah.
Well, this was written to the point of view of kind of a cyborg AI. Honestly, AI could have written this book. You just tell it the ideas. I mean, I don't want to be insulting to Martha Wells, and I think that she deserves the success that she has. But this is not the literary stuff. And I hate using literary versus genre, because Vonnegut was thought of being genre forever, and I think he has more profound thoughts than a lot of the literary writers.
Genre's killing it with that stuff.
Yeah, but it's just not. I wanted more from it, but so I'll give you an example. It's revealed throughout the like halfway through the book, or maybe a little earlier than that, that Murderbot got his name. He calls himself Murderbot because he killed 57 people because his governorship malfunctioned, because corporations and the government go with the lowest bidder and use the crappiest stuff. So he freaks out and he killed 57 people. And the reason why he hacked into his governorship or whatever was because he didn't want that to happen again. And he carries that guilt so much. So he doesn't have to listen to the scientists that he's with, but he does because he feels so guilty with what he has done that he wants to protect these people. That is an amazing storyline that's mentioned offhand like 3 times maybe, and it could have been so much better. And I really believe this is one of the things I'll ever say this about. The TV show is going to be better than the book.
Yeah.
No, sure.
I feel like this is the pilot episode.
Right.
This novella is the pilot. It's just giving you a little taste of this is what we could have.
Yeah.
And because I don't know what the other books, if they're longer or what they contain, but I know that show's going to go deep. With the little morsels that you just said, they're going to go deep with that, and they're really going to develop what wasn't developed in the book.
Well, if you look at the trailer, which is out now, it does go deeper into the telenovelas. Like, it gives them a whole storyline with some really great actors.
Oh, that's cool.
And then like it will, because I think that the TV show is going to be more about how Murderbot has that humanity inside of him, but he doesn't believe that he's human because of what he's told his whole life or time span.
Yeah.
And
are the TV writers going to be better than the novella writer?
Oh,
herself?
they got a whole group of people in a room, of course. Yeah, for sure.
It happens sometimes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, this is okay. Go on. I know you only have limited time, Case. Carry on.
I have 1 minute.
Yes.
2 minutes. I'd rather hear you, Dory, than hear me.
No, I want to hear you.
No, I don't have much to say.
Is the brainless
and
kicking
Mary's
in?
saying, "Get out of my office, Case."
No, this is my office.
You're in my chair.
I like what was it, gang signs?
It was. He's
got,
he doesn't care anymore. He's
they're-
like, I don't give a shit.
everyone in literature land understands his signs he's throwing.
Mm-hmm.
We should just wrap it now because it's a novella, and we I don't know. I don't have too much else to say about it.
I have one.
I just want to know if you guys would recommend it to somebody else, and what would you say?
Yeah, I
Like, if you
would,
have any
because there's
final
people who need that and want that. They identify with him holding back, telling the people, I don't really give a shit what your feelings are, what you're saying right now. And he's like, I hope it doesn't show on my face.
Yeah.
I live my life like that. I'm like,
thoughts? So it's relatable.
people talk to me and I'm like, is it showing on my face?
Yeah.
And people relate. People are tired. They're like, yeah, I get it. He's just done. But then I wonder, because he's not human, he has human parts, but he has, okay, we're going to do some spoilers. So now, he finds out when he's at the end of the book. I really don't want to tell people. Do I tell people?
Yeah.
He's purchased by Mensa, and they're like, you're free now, but this is what you're going to do. You're going to come live on this farm. He's like, I don't know about that. Mm-hmm. And he goes and he wants to just be free and do his own thing.
Again, that's a huge theme. Your freedom. You're free, but you have to do what I do. I'm like, no, I want real freedom.
Yeah, he's not really free. But then that's why I think what happens in the other books. This is just the pilot episode in the book world. Mm-hmm. But then he's having these feelings, like he's sentient, and he's like, I'm feeling that. Like, I get it when he went and helped that person who was attacked by the dangerous, flora fauna out there, because he has these organic parts. Is that what's making him human? Because when people get transplants, like, oh, I got a heart transplant, and all of a sudden they're acting like the person they got the transplant from. Things they've never done before.
Like,
and they're acting like that. So is that why he's all of a sudden has these feelings, and now he's kind of got this humanity to him because he has these organic parts? He's not all just tin cup.
Oh,
I don't know.
Yeah, pulling it together.
Okay, I love you guys. I'm out.
Love you.
We'll talk soon. Hopefully,
Would you recommend it to somebody else?
Yeah, sure. I think for all the reasons Dory said.
Now you write a novella, and then we'll talk about it.
A novella about sitting on this chair and drinking beer,
drinking brainless.
And then when you leave, in the end
go
of the
from
novella,
there.
you just get up and go.
No. Wish I could stay longer. I'll talk to everybody soon.
Okay.
Bye, Case.
Poetry thing. What a weirdo.
Oh.
Okay.
I'm so glad he's gone. Okay, it was horrible.
We can do this now. Okay, well, so if that is the wrap, then we were supposed to talk
Well,
about.
I would tell people like, yeah, it's okay. I don't know. I would not recommend somebody to read it. I would say
Oh.
just like wait till the TV show comes out
Yeah.
and watch it. It's going to be better. I don't want to slam on Martha Wells at all because I mean, obviously she's doing something right. She's killing it. But for me, and how when I would tell people to read something, I want them to feel something,
Right.
and I really didn't feel too much here. There were amazing hints at great ideas, like the guilt for killing people, and then hacking the thing, and then like what does freedom mean? What does being human mean?
Yep.
You know, and I think about that a lot. I mean, people are talking about like putting chips in our heads and stuff like that. What does a human mean if we erase all of the drives that we have through nature? I mean, it'd be completely different. Our relationships, I mean, our purpose or in life, everything would change. So I really love somebody exploring that.
I want to know if a robot can be saved.
Religiously?
Yeah.
Spiritually?
Yeah, because now, because you went there with as far as you start putting chips in humans.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it makes you, I don't know what. Now is that a savable situation or no?
Now you
Yeah,
made it
I don't
deeper than
know.
the book was.
Sorry.
No, I just
Sorry.
you added a whole
Sorry.
element.
It sounds like somebody's got to write a novella.
Yeah.
So, Sean and Case, maybe
You
you
know
can
what? Drink
tag
a couple
team
more
that.
of the shots of Tin Cup and just start.
I might have
right
the
now.
answers after
Wait.
that.
I think Brandon and I just started our first book.
yeah.
Oh, we're co-writers.
Yeah, bam.
Okay.
We'll get it. It'll be
We're
done
doing
in
it.
like a week because it's
It's
November.
done. It's a
But this is
novella.
kind of like Sean, what do you call a podcast novella? Is that a podella or a
Yeah, it's
No.
definitely a podette or a
Podette.
podella,
Podette.
depending on the time.
Padella.
podella? We'll try and keep this to a podella or whatever. Are you putting out work though, Sean? What are you doing? these
Yeah,
days?
what are
Oh
you
yeah,
doing?
no, I'm actually writing my own sci-fi deal right
Good.
now, but I'm working a lot with the state of Oregon, the politicians and stuff. I'm shooting a documentary on the documentary is trying to reduce veteran suicide. I'm a combat vet. I know usually I don't go 5 minutes without saying that, but I'm a combat veteran.
You went
and
40, bro. 40. So
Yeah,
just so you know, yeah.
Okay, that might be a new record. So we're doing a podcast on how to stop veteran suicide in rural Oregon. Oregon is the fifth highest state for suicide for Oregon for veterans in rural Oregon.
That's worth
rural
it.
areas.
Yeah.
It's worth a round of applause there. So thank you for your hard work.
We're doing that, and we're trying to start a program to get veterans to volunteer in their community. And so I'm working with lawmakers, actively right now. I'm testifying in front of the Senate Committee for Veterans in Emergency Response at the end of May, and doing a lot of good work. And plus, I don't know how or why, but I'm somehow going to be a part of this Goonies 40-year anniversary
Hell
thing.
yeah.
I think Sean
Please.
Astin is coming here, and I'm glad he was in the Goonies and everything, but he'll always be Samwise Gamgee to me. And so if I can do anything,
I don't
for
know.
that
He's
guy.
always Rudy to me. Yeah.
Rudy.
Rudy.
When is this whole celebration happening?
I'm not dignifying that.
Stop. When is this happening? When is the whole celebration happening?
Oh, it's like June 7th.
So, okay.
Oh, my birthday's June.
It's June 7th.
You should
Next year?
birthday this
Yeah.
year.
No,
Oh, is it
It's
this year?
this year.
Yeah.
Come
Shit,
on out.
I can't go. I know.
Brandon.
I can't. I mean, we have van sessions on the 6th.
Oh, that's cutting it
Well, I should have told you earlier.
I know.
But we'll also talk a little bit offline about we're doing a live bourbon beer and books here in Astoria. I have a lot of breweries and distilleries asking.
Yeah,
to
when
do
is it
Yeah.
happening?
Yeah.
If I can
work
get some
on
cheap
it.
airfare, I'm coming out
We're
there.
gonna do
We got a
bourbon
calendar
beer
this.
books West Coast. You guys come. I got 2 guest rooms.
Okay. Tell me the dates again, and I might surprise you.
Well, I'm still working on the date,
Okay.
but we're
Okay.
gonna make it happen.
Thanks,
That means
Sean.
a lot
I think it'll
more
be
merch.
fun.
So maybe we can put some merch on the website
For
if anybody
sure.
wants any.
Love that.
But that means you have to do the truffle shuffle. Or I'll do the truffle shuffle and you'll do a
right
sloth. Chunk loves. Wait, sloth loves chunk. You better do it.
Oh, these are always. I love these guys. These times so much with you guys. We'll figure out the book that we're gonna do next, but it's so cool. Always doing this.
Sean, thanks for keeping the Facebook group alive and going. And if you're listening to this and you're not engaged there, that is pretty much where the action happens. And so jump on Facebook, you go to Bourbon Beer and Books.
With all the rest of us old people.
The group.
I'll
We
figure
need
out
to do it. The
Snapchat.
Instagram. We got to pull the instas for another demographic.
We're gonna have to step our shit up as far as that goes. Yeah.
I'm gonna work. Maybe I'll be the Instagram person. I
That'd
don't
be
know. I
awesome.
say that, but I don't do it. I don't know anything.
No, that'd be great to have that as well too. So
I'm gonna try to jump on Snapchat and tell everybody that some of these books are Skibbity Toilet and some of them
I feel like Snapchat's
have
only for like
Riz.
dick pics or something. Like I don't know.
I'm gonna stop talking.
I just kept sending them to myself, and I think I was doing it wrong. So
I think I got one the other day. I was like, "This is Brandon."
everybody recognizes at this point. So yeah. Oh god.
No.
Well, thanks so much, Sean. Enjoy your cabin in the woods.
Don't get murdered.
Don't get murdered, please.
Yeah.
Stay safe out there. Thanks for listening to Bourbon Beer and Books, and we'll catch you on the next one. Stay tuned to the Facebook page and perhaps maybe the Instagram for the next book and time. So
Absolutely.
thanks, everyone. We'll see you on the next one. Cheers.
Cheers.
Ah.
That's a sloth.